Hey everybody, it's Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are safe and having a good night, maybe even in bed, sleeping already. It is the 2nd of April. Can't believe it's April already. And it is 10:21 Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Time, whichever one they use at this time of year. Anyway, I'm here to bring you the blog hops. I would apologize because I'm late, but I really had nothing to do with it. Mother Nature did. I had planned on bringing these to you on the 1st after I got done finding everything, and I was researching early and we lost Wi-Fi. So actually there was stuff 2 days in a row. So the day before the 31st when I started researching, or the day before the 1st. So on the 31st I started researching. And we lost Wi-Fi, and then we lost electricity. We had a storm. We had a really bad storm on the 20th, on Sunday. Wow. I don't know why I call that the 20th. Probably because I'm getting tired. So weird things come out of my mouth when I'm tired. Yes. On the 30th, when I started researching, we had a really bad storm. And then I had to turn the computer off because we lost Wi-Fi and we lost power for a little bit. But Wi-Fi was out for hours. I went to bed early. Sunday, everything was spotty and Wi-Fi was a lot slower than it had been. And there was a lot of people around me without electricity. And then Monday, Wi-Fi went out again because when I went, was that Monday? No, I just talked about Monday. Tuesday, the 1st. I had been working and I was going to put the final touches on it and do the video after I did my crafting corner, which is a virtual get together and crochet. Most people crochet, some may knit a little bit, just whatever you want to do. Except for when we're having cows, then most people are working on the cow, but you don't have to. It's not a requirement. And which we're going to be starting one hopefully next week. But I had just gotten into the cow and we were just starting to talk, and boom, my Wi-Fi went out again. And actually, no, the electricity went out. Not the Wi-Fi, the electricity went out. And it said we were going to be without for a couple hours. And it did come back on early, and I thought, okay, I will do it now. And it went out again. And then it was out like until 4 o'clock in the morning. It was supposed to be. So I went to bed. So that's why I'm getting to you today. And we had a big storm. We were afraid of losing Wi-Fi and electricity, and knock on wood, so far it has not happened. So I was able to get them all done. Hopefully I can read off on my paper okay, because it's all scribbly because I was going as fast as I could because I didn't want the power to go out because I just have so many different things I need to do and I haven't been able to do them. Okay. So the first, only one of them is a true blog hop. I don't know, maybe 2 of them, except for one of them is it's free PDFs every day, and the other one is they're 50%. So, the first one that's the true blog hop is the Easter Crochet Project Ideas blog hop, which is being put on by Fosbas. Each day, a free PDF with a code to download it. And she'll be putting this on at 5 p.m. GMT, which is the same as noon Eastern Standard Time. So that means you could, if you see those early in the morning tomorrow, you can figure out the rest. If it's noon here in Eastern Daylight Time, then it would be 11 in Central and 10 in Mountain and 9 in Pacific. Um, so if you wake up early enough and see this and you're like, oh, it's before that, you can still and go and get today's um, free PDF. Honestly, I don't know what it is. I saw it, but it was the first one, well, the second one that I did, and I don't remember what it was. I'm so sorry, but I don't. Um, she has some cute Easter stuff on there. I do remember the first one was an Easter egg that was dressed up as a rabbit, I think, something like that. So there is a bundle available for $10.99. I said for over 20 patterns. She didn't say how long this goes. Like it starts on the 1st and it goes until whatever the end date is. But I counted up, it looks like there's going to be at least 23 patterns. So maybe 23 days. I don't know. That will go a couple days past Easter. So I'm not sure what she's thinking. If she may, I know Fosbas sometimes will do 2 patterns for one day. Um, just, you're going along with getting 1 pattern every day, and then boom, she'll be like, okay, well, we're going to do 2 patterns today. And she does have like a pattern that's really tiny, so maybe she's going to put 2 patterns that day. I don't know, and I'm not going to guess. So I just know she's got 23 projects. I'm guessing it's going to run up until Easter. So we'll see. I will put the link to this down below for you. Now, the next one I'm going to tell you about um, is not a blog hop, but it's called Easter Advent. And I do believe they've been doing this for a couple years. And this is brought to you by My Fingers Fly. And it's free patterns on the blog, on their blog. I have to stop if people want to say hop after every time after I say hop. Um, yeah. Each pattern is free on the designer's blog. So whichever designer is bringing you the pattern, because this one is not all her patterns, it is other designers involved. And you can find it at myfingersflyblog.com. I'm sure I'll be posting that below because if I remember right, I was finally able to get onto her blog and find the homepage. Actually, there's no real true homepage for it. You've got to look at the blog, and it's like day 1 of the Advent is on there, and then day 2. It does look like you can go back and get like day 1 if you want it, since they are free on the designer's blogs. And if I remember right, I don't know if this is the one, it may be a different one she does, but she will actually give you like the years before. But I couldn't tell if she did that or not. Oh, and she has a calendar that you can download if you want to, so you know what the theme of the day is. The theme of the first was bunnies, and the theme of today's was chicks. So I don't know what tomorrow's is. But yeah. Okay, let's move on to number 3. Number 3 is the one that I was saying is like a blog hop, but not truly because it's not free PDFs, and she doesn't even call it a blog hop. She calls it 30 days of cute crochet tops. And every single design on here is the host designs, and it's hosted by, oh wow, did I not put her name on here? Okay. It is hosted by Two Brothers Blankets. I didn't put her name on there, and I'm like, please let me remember the whole name, please, please, please. But yes, it's hosted by Two Brothers Blankets. Um, this is each day she'll let us know with the pattern. I don't understand my writing right now. Each day she'll let us know with a pattern. It is um in her newsletter. Okay. The easiest way to get the pattern that she's doing each day is from her newsletter. Um, like I said, I was writing fast, and that is like ineligible to me. I am so sorry. Um, and there's two ways to get the pattern. You can view the pattern for free on the blog if you are signed up as a blog subscriber. I think there's two ways to do that, where if you um, sign into her page, maybe up in the left-hand corner. But the other way, which is the way I get to see them, is I have the Grow app, and if you accept Grow on her site, then you are, quote, her subscriber, and you get to see the patterns. Or you can purchase an ad-free PDF on Ravelry or Etsy for 50% off, and no code is needed. And the sale ends on the 30th of April. And I did check it to make sure that this was right, because I'm going, wait a minute. It sounds like you only have one day to get them. But no, you actually have until the 30th. The only thing is the closer you get, the less days that you have for the new patterns. So like the very last pattern that comes out on the 30th, that's the only day you have, is the 30th. So, so yeah, there's that little tiny drawback, but for that day. But if you get up and you catch it right away, and because she doesn't say what time of day she's gonna put it out or any of that. So, so the sale ends on 4:30. Now, number four. Number four is the first thing that I came along, and it's not a blog hop, and I guess it's kind of an event. It's by Dora Does, and Dora Does is in the UK. She's doing what's called Wild Card Wednesday, and this is going to be like a whole year thing. The first Wednesday of the month, she has 25 crochet designs for 25% off. Now, those 25 designs have a theme behind them, and the theme for this month is garments. So, and this one ends at midnight. It is in UK time, and it ends at midnight in the UK. And so I figured that out for us. First, I asked Siri what it was for my time zone, and then I figured it out from that. So midnight in the UK is the same as 7 p.m. here in Eastern time. So that would be 6 p.m. in Central, 5 p.m. in Mountain, and 4 p.m. in Pacific. And if you don't remember what I say for the time, and you just remember that it ends at midnight, then you'll know what times to look at. So that means you're not going to have like a whole entire day, because it will actually start, you know, if she starts it from midnight and goes to midnight, then it's actually going to start like at 7 p.m. the day before. I can't remember what time it was that I got the email because I got it like right when it came out. Let me go and check that real quick if I can on my phone. I gotta get on the right mailbox. I gotta get rid of a couple of these. Now, it came out at 3:35 today. So, yeah, to me that's weird that it would end a couple hours later. But I'm just telling you what she has written. It's the first Wednesday of the month, and she has 25 crochet designs for 25% off. It's in UK time, and it ends at midnight. She doesn't say what time it starts. Now, if you sign up for her newsletter, you'll get each month's link and reminder and the theme. So she had some nice things on there today. Nothing that I wanted for 25% off. But I didn't have time with the storm rolling in to look through what patterns of hers I've already had. Because she has been a part of different blog hops for a couple of years. So I know I do like her designs. Well, like I say, for every designer, you know, there's some designs I may not like, but I do like the majority of her designs. Let's put it that way. Okay, and then the last thing I need to tell you, I need to get this off. There we go. I couldn't figure out how to, oh, I forgot. Wait a minute. I got to get it on the right mailbox. There we go. If I don't do that, and we have issues with power going out and stuff again, then it's so slow because it's an older phone that they no longer update, and we can't afford a new phone. So it is what it is. And I have a cracked screen, and all night long. So, okay. The last thing I want to tell you, it's not an event or a blog hop. Well, I guess it is. Keep an eye out. If you get Joe's Crafty Hooks newsletter, keep an eye out because she says that there's going to be later this month $2 $2 pattern sale and a baby shower blog hop. I found the baby shower blog hop from last year, and last year it was hosted by Ambassador Crochet. I don't know if she's going to host it this year or not, or if somebody else is going to. But last year it started on the 3rd, which means it would be starting tomorrow. But I also didn't look to see what the 3rd was last year. And if I remember right, she may have taken like the weekends off or something like that. But I'm not positive. I know there were a lot of cute baby things that came out of last year. So I'm excited for this year, especially with all of the baby showers that are going to be happening around me with all of my cousin's kids getting married and my nephew and niece having their second baby. I need to get done. I'm almost done with Lila's blanket. I'm not going to show you that today because I'm not here to show my makes, but I will get on hopefully within the next couple days and I will show you that, and I should be done by then. I'm so excited. It's so close to being done. I haven't decided if I'm going to write up the pattern or not, Or if I may get a device that I saw that somebody uses that makes it easier to do a tutorial. And once I get everything cleaned up in the back room, that I may just do a tutorial with you guys. I don't know. I really don't feel like making it again, but by then I may be because, right now I'm just tired out of making it. But I did all my experimenting on this one, so hopefully that will help me for if I do for the new baby that's coming. I had thought of doing the stripe of the stitch that I modified to make it work for a baby blanket because it was a lacy stitch and I modified it so that it wasn't lacy. Um, Thought of using that strip and then putting something else on the in-between spaces than I did on this one. But I was like, no, I'm just tired of doing this stitch right now. So instead, I'm going to be doing something else that I've wanted to do. Okay, I meant to ask you guys this on a previous video. So I'm going to ask you on this one, and hopefully you're still here and you're still watching. I want to make him a rectangle blanket. A rectangle blanket that starts from the center out. If you have ever made one and you truly loved it, and especially if you gave it away to somebody and they truly loved it, will you let me know what blanket you made and where I can find it? Because I'm on the hunt. I was told to go check out Fiber Spider, um, which I love so many of his designs. My only issue is I like working with a pattern that's on paper and I can write on it. So, yep. But I will. I mean, I know he's got, as far as shawls, there's a couple shawls I would really love to make of his. And I'm getting ready. I need to make a shawl for my mom, and I still need to make one for my aunt. I thought I had found one that I was going to make my aunt, but then I was like, yeah. So, what I may do for my aunt, what I'm going to do for my mom, because my aunt is in rehab, which means she's in a rehab facility. And I think I'm going to make my mom like a short shawl, one that doesn't go all the way down the back. And that way, when you're laying in bed, um, you don't keep on pulling it down, when you lay back because it's down too far. Then I got to thinking, I think I'm gonna make her a capelet. Because a capelet looks almost like bed jackets that they used to have when I was younger. I know my mom got one for when she was in the hospital once, and I was just like, so yeah, I think I may just do a capelet for her, and then I'm thinking I may do a capelet for my aunt. And if she doesn't like it, I will just give it away to somebody else. So, anyway, I'm gonna go. I love you guys. Remember you matter. Remember you're beautiful and gorgeous, and don't let anybody tell you differently. Like I said, you matter. I love you. And I don't want to let you go right now, but I have to. I feel like we're in one of those phone conversations. You hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up. I don't want tomorrow to get here. I'm having my annual booby smash. So yeah, don't look forward to that. Because when you have an average size, and especially after having surgery and you've lost a lot of weight, it hurts because it's harder for them to find the muscle that they're looking for. So anyway, little prayer for me tomorrow. And a big prayer for people who live around me that when they wake up, they don't have a huge mess outside like they did on Sunday, because we actually had, I believe, a couple tornadoes touch down in the area. So, yeah. And it was looking like we might have that tonight. But Praise God. It never happened. So, on that note, I'm going to go and I will see you soon. And I will let you guys know what we decide to do for Cal. I just want to make sure tomorrow at the craft corner at our virtual thing that everybody knows that, can let me know if they think that they can be ready to do it for next week. We've already discussed it and everybody liked the idea of what I wanted to do. So now I want to see if everybody thinks they can be ready for next week. So with that, I'm going to go. I love you guys. Mwah. Night. Oh, say goodnight to Spooky. He's already asleep over here. And Midnight is over here. See him there in the chair? If you hear the sighing, that's coming from him. Kalua is on my pillow that's on the floor because she is terrified of storms, and she has had it all out of her tonight. She is so exhausted. And I'm gonna go get this uploaded so we can all just lay on the chair and go to bed. So, love you guys. Night.